Everyone should start a YouTube channel because even if nobody watches, one of the best self development things you can do is to start talking on YouTube. I have a guy who scheduled a one on one call with me at jerrybanfield.com. He's just started a YouTube channel. He gave me a call right when he was within his first 50 subscribers. And he's told me, he said, Jerry, what's been so good about starting this YouTube channel is that I've had to face my own fears. I've had to look at how I'm public speaking. I've had to face, my anxiety about making videos, my perfectionism, and it's been fantastic character building. And that's why I suggest it's worth everybody trying a YouTube channel, even if almost none of you are actually going to make money off it. It is a great way to face yourself. I've had huge value over the last 15 years doing my YouTube videos because I constantly have to face myself and I watch my own videos back. So I end up listening to the things I'm saying. And sometimes I'm like, ew, I don't like how that sounded. And then I'm motivated to make some changes. I have grown fantastically as a person over 15 years because of doing YouTube. I've grown fantastically strong after reading tens of thousands of critical comments and feedback from every single possible crazy point of view you could imagine. And the ones often the most effective are the ones from people who've known me for like a decade and pull back like 3 or 4 things they call back in their critical comment. And that has helped me get really strong and secure in who I am. Now, most of the YouTube videos that you'll see from gurus are all talking about monetizing your channel, but I don't think for most people you should even bother thinking about monetizing. Just think about how you get better in the process of creating videos. Now, the problem with creating YouTube videos is often if you will put some of the worst sides of yourself out there, the craziest sides of yourself out there, you may actually get that reinforced and it may encourage you to be whoever you need to be just to get views on YouTube. And that's why if you do YouTube with the goal to share and to help people and to become the best version of you want, you won't get sucked into the trap of saying anything to get views. That's one of the worst places I got sucked into over the last 15 years is feeling like I need to make whatever videos I can just to get clicks, just to make money. And when you lose the focus on, hey, I'm here to do YouTube so I get better and I share what I'm learning with others, then that allows you to say no to making stuff just to get views. Like I could make all kinds of videos just if I wanted to make $1 million a month on YouTube, I could do that. I know how to do that. I know what to say. It just would be dishonest. So I don't do it. And I have such a great time doing YouTube. And one of the biggest ways I've seen this, I deleted all of my channels in 2025. And I wrote 10 books and I tried doing a local business and that sucked. And then when I started back on YouTube, I found some of the things I was struggling with that if I really wanted to do better and accelerate my own learning, for example, my Jerry Banfield dating channel, putting this channel up was massively helpful for me to go through and be accountable to the public on exactly how I'm doing my dating. And I'm grateful some of the videos I've created recently have been getting some nice organic traffic. But when I first started the videos on my dating channel, I didn't get much traffic. Hardly anybody watched them, but they were really good. Actually, I mean, some of these have actually, most of these have gotten hundreds of views just organically. And what I found though, is doing my dating videos helped me take inventory. And they say the best way to learn something is to teach it. And I absolutely agree. And the best thing is, you don't have to be some dating expert. Like with my dating videos, I'm not some dating expert. I mean, I've had a decent amount of experience dating in my 20s, and I've had a 15-year relationship, and now I've been through divorce. This makes my dating videos a lot better than some of these, quote, dating experts on YouTube that all they do is hook up and teach guys to looks max and be completely superficial and then put down, women in the process. So like my videos are more authentic and real and genuinely helpful, which is why YouTube is doing a good job putting them out to people who are tired of the same crap that everybody else is giving them. And the best part is I have grown along the way. Because when you take the time to talk out the things you're obsessed about and you're thinking about, and then share that publicly with others, it'll help you grow so much faster. And that's exactly what Scouse Will's experienced. And he's finding on YouTube, and it's working so well for him. He's talking about what he's passionate about. He's doing live streams, and he's finding even people locally are just jumping into his live streams. And then he's having to face his fears. Like he was telling me that he's having some people locally just hop into his live streams that found him on Google. He doesn't even understand how they got there. But then he's saying, well, I don't want to be recognized out in public. I'm like, why don't you want to be recognized out in public? Like, don't you want to help people? You're doing YouTube videos. Like, clearly part of you would like some attention and some recognition. So it forces him to face his fear. It's like, why are you afraid of being seen by somebody who's watched your videos and probably liked them? Because if they didn't like your videos, they're probably not going to say hi to you in public. Like most of the people who've said hi to me in public over the last 15 years have been people who really enjoyed my videos. The haters just walk by and don't say anything. Or sometimes the haters will come up and be all positive to your face and then make something negative online, which is fine. It helps him see, look, why do you have these irrational fears? If you're going to do YouTube, be happy with connecting with people. Be happy with anything good that comes with that. Be happy chatting with anyone that wants to show up, which is why I've said in some of my previous videos, you notice he started a brand new channel and he's getting a great number of minutes watched and a nice number of views, especially for a brand new channel. I would have loved to have got 54 views 15 years ago when I started YouTube in 2011. This one, I was there and was hanging out. It's been great. So I invite you today to stop taking any actions on YouTube trying to get something. Like, don't try and just get views. Don't try and get money, but do it for your own character development. And this is why I encourage against niching, because almost everyone is trying to sell you a program, tries to cut off all your creativity and stick yourself in a little tiny box. And then that will stop you from getting better lots of times. It turns it into a job. And YouTube shouldn't be a job unless you have already done it for fun, for joy, and already have some good momentum on there. After all, it wouldn't make sense, for example, if you went to a painting class a couple of times and painted a little bit, to then try and be a professional painter right after that, would it? That's what a lot of these people on YouTube are teaching you to do. It's like, great, you made 20 videos, now you should try and be a professional. No, I am a professional because I have done tens of thousands of videos, thousands of hours of live streams, billions of views all over online, and that makes me a professional. In painting terms, I've been painting for 15 years, and I've painted, tens of thousands of paintings. So I'm a professional, and it makes sense for me to be a professional. But even just doing a few paintings is also good for character building. Almost anything new you do will encourage some character building. For example, I went to a dance class a week ago, and it was humbling because when I get on YouTube, I'm like, damn, I'm good at this. Like, if you watch some of my other videos, I got 4.5 million impressions starting from scratch on 6 new channels within the last, 104 days? And that's 5 days ago. So I've got probably 4.6 million impressions in 9 days now. I'm pretty good at YouTube, even though, if you just look at views on the surface, you might not see it. But you do a one-on-one call with me, you'll see the depth of experience I have. And the fact that people are paying for one-on-one calls with me when I've just started 6 new channels, and I've got a grand total on my YouTube coach channel of 23,000 views, 69 videos, giggity. That's a pretty good sign. But I went to a dance class a week ago, and I was just like, damn, I suck so much at dancing. Like, dancing is hard. Just I play tennis, so I know how to move my body. I do yoga, like I'm active. I'm used to moving my body. I'm like, my God, why is it as simple like 2-step and 3-step? I'm like, just moving my feet is ridiculously difficult. It shouldn't be this hard. So not what she said, but just going to that dance class helped me get better. I enjoyed dancing, and it's humbling to try something new and suck at it and then face yourself. But that's where some of the biggest character development comes from. Often, we try and put ourselves in bubbles where we feel so smart and like we know everything. And I'm as guilty of that as anyone. Go around feel like, man, I'm so smart. It's like, okay, you're smart on YouTube. You're pretty good at video games. And maybe there's another thing or two you're good at. But go to a dance class and you don't feel smart in a dance class, do you? You're a dummy, bitch. Like, I'm in a dance class, like, oh my God, man. My brain hurt in a dance class just trying to do simple things like move my feet around. So I want you, YouTube, look at it like it's just something you're trying. It's just something fun. And there's no need to be a professional unless there's no need to even try and make money on YouTube unless like me going to dance class. It'd be insane for me to think that I'm going to make money dancing after I've been to a dance class, right? That's crazy. Even if I've been to 20 dance classes, that'd still be crazy. So differentiate. Are you doing YouTube for character development and fun and to try and help people? And that's going to be the case for 99% of the people. If you're going to be a professional, the main thing you need to be able to do is be available to talk to others. And the easiest way to see if you can be a professional on YouTube, just offer one-on-one calls and have a simple website with your name, or you can put your calendar scheduling straight on YouTube. And if people pay to talk to you, and you could put the price just, whatever to start. But if people pay to talk to you, then maybe you can be a professional, and that's the easiest way to monetize on YouTube. So if you want help with that, I can walk you through setting up all the details, and then see you can schedule one-on-one calls, whether it's gaming, whether it's dating, whether it's, health and life and AI or crypto. You see, you can schedule one-on-one calls on any subject, and you don't have to be an expert in any of them. You just have to know a little bit more than somebody else does. So if you found this helpful, I would love to talk to you one-on-one like I've done with Scouse Will. And that's it.